Here we're gonna review this 2024 Mercedes EQS 680 in Obsidian Black Metallic.
I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides.
And I'm Issa.
And we're gonna go over the pros and cons, the problem that I have with the new Maybach variant, and some of the comparable rivals. Starting in the front, full digital lighting. The lower is gonna get the chrome surrounding, and you're gonna get the Maybach badging that is new for 2024 on the GLS600. So I like how they pay attention to detail, making it mimic the same style with the 3-point badging on the hood, Maybach script, and it's going to obviously have the Airmatic air suspension so it can raise up to do some off-road, which you may or may not do that, and it can lower to have more dynamics. But what's underneath the hood, unfortunately, we're not gonna get a frunk.
But there's no need for a frunk when you have 649 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque. Compared to a single-speed automatic transmission, reaching 60 at 4.1 seconds.
That's true. Charging times, however, 12.75 hours from a 10 to 80%. Quick charge from 10 to 80%, 31 minutes. And that's gonna get 75 mpges for the city, 77 mpges for the highway. And the funny thing here is this is all new, and it's going to outperform the GLS600, not just with horsepower and torque, but that 0 to 60 by 0.4 seconds quicker. However, the wheel design, this is a 21-inch. You can only option up to a 22-inch, whereas on the GLS600, you can option up to a 23-inch wheel. The rear axle will turn at a 5-degree angle. When you're going above 37 miles per hour, it will turn the same direction as the steering wheel by 2.5 degrees. And when you are under 37 miles per hour, it will turn the opposite direction. So it'll make it a bit tighter for your corners or to get in and out of areas.
Even though that it may not have power running boards like the Maybach GLS600, it does have flush door handles and the doors open automatically.
And the Airmatic suspension is quite unique because of the adaptive self-leveling 4-wheel multi-system, in which when you're driving on comfort, it will read the road for you to make more of a comfortable ride, and you can engage it in sport mode for a more aggressive ride. But with every electric variant, even though it's a dual motor setup, there's going to be some setbacks. One is this is going to lose some cargo space opposed to the GLS600, but it's going to look a little bit more sporty because of kind of a coupe structure instead of a box layout.
This is the same platform as the EQS.
Full LED taillights that integrate into the center, unlike the GLS600, and the lower will get the chrome trim, front and rear parking sensors with a 360-degree reverse camera. And because this is a full electric vehicle, I'm happy that they didn't put fake exhaust outlets on the rear, similar to Audi. And comparing this against Tesla, the charging time is going to be a little bit slower. It's still going to be a quick vehicle, and the range is only going to be at 280 miles. But when you're considering a full luxury line like this, you're typically not concerned about going too much more than 280 miles, because you get 31 minutes on a quick charge, in which if I'm driving, I can actually enjoy the back seat, opposed to my son just sitting back there twiddling his fingers.
I may be twiddling my fingers, but I'm gonna be twiddling them on my Maybach tablets, if this thing can open.
Going into 15.4 cubic feet of storage, because of the coupe-like design, you're gonna have a little bit more room to enter. I like that they get the leather wrap with the Burmester sound system. You get a little storage tray with a 12-volt, no bag holders, but you're gonna have some storage underneath the floor. And you'll have the Maybach badging right there. Fine Napa leather, heated, ventilated, power seat adjustment with soft pillows for the headrest, perforated with the piping, memory for the driver and passenger, and massage seats. Headroom and leg room. You're gonna get the Maybach badging for the paddles, and we get a full pass-through because this is the electric variant with that hyperscreen. Ambient lighting is going to be surround on the top part going into the dash, and as you're seeing for passenger room, you have just as much as driver. Leather wrap on the dashboard with a large heads-up display. Leather going to be on the headliner, the sun visors, auto-dimming rear view mirror. The interior lights are all LED with 2-panel moonroof layout. And you can slide your finger to open up the dual panel moon roofs, which I like that because there's no actual buttons here, unlike the original GLS63. Starting on the passenger side, we have our own configuration for screens. This is the new inbox 3rd generation, and you can pretty much do every single thing that you can do here. You can watch TikTok, YouTube, whatever you like. And the cool thing about it is the camera system that is implemented in this vehicle will not allow the driver to actually see it. In the center, you'll have the off-road page, which gives you all the details of what's going on when you do take it off-road. Putting it into reverse, you got a 360-degree reverse camera, full trajectory. And you can also change the way the angles is for the camera by simply pushing or sliding all around. You can also do it auto, and it's going to come out, and you can zoom it in and zoom it out. 4-zone climate control. And the wood inlays is going to be encased here in the key fob for the EQS 680. Open up, we got a wireless charger, 2 USB ports, put the key fob here, push these down, and you have cup holders. And you can also pull this completely out, so you have maximum storage capacity. Which I like this because they implement a little bit more storage in the EQS 680 opposed to the GLS600. Push button start, and your dynamic modes are right here, which you can change on the fly, and you can also do individuals, which you just click into here, and you can tailor this as sport derived as you like. You can change the lighting, but you have 64 different colors for your ambient lighting, and you have your touchpad right here, just like an iPhone. Opens up to a deep storage pocket with 2 USB ports, wood and leather mixture for the 3-spoke steering wheel, multi-function with the paddle shifts and the stocks. And for the gauge cluster, it can go through an array of information for the driver, including changing out the whole configuration for the display. So you can have that off-road page here as well. Circular air vents in the side, seamless air vents that's going to be in the center, and it all wraps into the door, which will have soft materials everywhere. One touch up and down for all the windows. Burmaster 3D sound system with a long storage pocket. For the back seat headroom, it's going to be more than enough. Same thing with the leg room, and you can make these seats captain seats so you can recline and just enjoy the back seats of your Maybach with the pillows. Power folding seats, obviously, heated, ventilated seats, and we have the inbox in the back that you can go through an array of information and comfort for the back seat, including the massage seats. Go into the settings, and here you can open up the blinds on both, so you get a little bit of that vitamin D, and it's pretty hot, so we're going to close it. And you can do the same configuration for the power sunshades on the side. Get a little coat hanger here with an air vent in the center. Push this, the wood's going to electronically open up. Maybach is going to be shown. Heated, ventilated cup holders and a storage. And open up inside, and it's a deep storage pocket with so much more connectivity. Takes care of everything, even a wireless charging pad. Of course, what vehicle would not have a nice little storage in the back? And this is a little pass-through area here. The door is going to have the same configuration with that ambient lighting, soft to touch, one touch up and down for all the windows with a long storage pocket and a beverage holder carved out. 649 horsepower, 700 pound-feet of torque, all electric, all new Maybach. And at 0 to 60, 4.1 seconds. Is he going to have the same ride as a traditional Maybach? Well, it's actually a lot more quiet. The wheels, even though they're smaller than the traditional Maybach, I could feel a little bit more of the imperfections with it. Kind of missing that exhaust note that would filter in out of a bi-turbo V8.
Well, either way, you're not really getting a sound in the bi-turbo. It was pretty silent when we were in.
That is true. We have it in sport mode. Let's rock and roll. Oh my god! this thing got some kick to it. We're gonna have to brake hard a little bit because I'm not gonna try to maneuver in and out of that. Not with a 200 grand car, but my God, this thing is insane. You go from falling asleep to wake everybody up in the cabin. Wow. The excitement just changes dramatically. This is like an AMG instead of a Maybach. So you got the sound deadening like a Maybach. The drive, somewhat like a Maybach. But then when you push that gas pedal, I mean, my God. If I didn't have hair and had a toupee, it would fly off. But it's just so smooth and seamless. I love the hyperscreen. This is one of the best in the business. I mean, when you're looking at Tesla, you're not going to get this kind of technology. I get it. It's the same configuration in the center as the passenger, but it just looks so much more elaborate. The whole layout. The back seats, very comfy. On the Con, you can't extend the seats out enough for tall people like me and Issa. But I like the technology that's driven back there. I would like to see something like BMW's 31-inch screen that comes down from the headliner. I think that would be a little bit more cool. But I do like the airplane feel that they give inside the Maybach.
I like how I like the carpets. I like how fast it is. It pushes you.
It kind of puts it in the correct segment when you're thinking Mercedes, because if you go into the Maybach gas variant, you're losing performance, but you're gaining a lot of luxury and an exquisite look on the interior and exterior. Here you're still getting that, but you're getting a little bit more so, because when you push that gas pedal, I mean, or the electric pedal I should say, I mean, it literally, I'm going to put my head on the headrest and look at this. Oh my God. It just takes off. It's insane what is housed underneath this. And it's still such a smooth driving vehicle. They did a great job in the sense of giving you the luxury and giving you the performance. Is it Tesla certified in the sense that you're getting that quick 0 to 60? I mean, you're still going to feel it because this is a heavy car in which when you push it, you can feel the front overhang lift up a bit. I feel like when you go into Tesla, it's kind of like getting a new phone. But when you go into Mercedes, you're getting the technology and you're getting the luxury. The problem that I have with the new EQS 680 though has to be the range and the charging time capabilities, because this is a huge battery and yet we're only getting 280 mile range. Charging time takes nearly 13 hours. DC charge quick, 31 minutes. And I mean, you figure that's from 10 to 80%. So you're not getting a full charge, in which I've had friends that have had some of the electric variants in Mercedes. They love the vehicle as well, don't get me wrong, but they also complain about charging, in which when you go to places to charge it, it can take hours to just get a full charge. And that's if you can find one that the charging station isn't broken.
I really love the massage seats. There's so many different versions, and so many different types of different massages, and it makes my butt and my back feel so good.
Especially with a ventilated seat. I mean, it's hot outside. It's like 100 degrees. This is like a sauna. And when you go into the back seat, you can enjoy it a little bit more so because of not having to worry about driving. Because traditionally, we talk about how luxurious it is, and you know, it's one of those cars you drive for so many miles. You could do off-road, you could do all these fun things, but performance, it's there, but not quite like the electric variant. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check out the next video, merchandise, website, and Instagram. Leave a comment and a like. And I'd like to thank Mercedes-Benz of Clearwater for giving us this 2024 Mercedes EQS 680 Maybach for our car review.